Last table. We're almost done.
So with everything going on with Veronica's parents,
It's so cold in here, don't you think? I'm like freezing. Sorry, everything going on with my parents.
Yeah. Are you running the household, or is
yeah,
or are they
apparently
still sort of...
Smithers is my legal guardian, but I haven't actually seen him at the law department yet, so we'll see about that. But so far, it really feels like Veronica's living alone at home, and she definitely is taking advantage of that.
How's she
wink,
doing?
wink, you know what I'm saying?
How's she dealing with her parents? What's happening there?
How is she what?
Dealing with what's happening to her parents.
I haven't gotten to see too much of that yet, but I do know that Hiram is still scheming from prison. So he is sending, I can't say it specifically, but he is making her life very difficult. And Veronica's currently, we find her in episode 2 wanting to apply to Harvard and get into good colleges. So we're going to see the college application process. This season is very senior year centric and high school focused, and more about the whole gang as a collective interacting with each other, the relationship dynamics. So I think how that pertains to Veronica is through college applications, and Hiram is definitely going to be an obstacle in Veronica's goals.
Can you tease a little about what's going to go on between her and Cheryl, her new business venture of some?
She's told me that, and I don't know what she's talking about. We only just finished episode 1, so okay. I only know what happens in the first 2 episodes. So I don't actually, that hasn't been introduced yet, and Roberto hasn't told me anything, so I can't say anything. But whatever she says is probably right. Madeline is very thorough in her source material.
What's the relationship going to be like with her mom?
Also don't know that too much yet. But I imagine, Veronica didn't want her mom to go to prison. She put her dad in prison, but she didn't want her mom to end up there. So I think she's definitely sad about that. But I'm hoping we see that relationship explored more this season. Because last season there was a lot of back and forth between those 2 characters. Veronica didn't know if she could trust her mom. Her mom was kind of in a sticky situation where she was being used and more like Hiram's puppet at some points, but then would randomly be like the puppet master in a way. So I think Veronica was so skeptical of her all of season 3. So in season 4, I'd like to see a little bit more resolve between those 2 characters and see if they can be vulnerable with each other again.
You mentioned a little bit about the college application process. And aside from that, what else can we expect for Veronica at the high school front, activity-wise, or what she's really diving into?
There's a new principal at Riverdale High. There's not just going to be trouble for Veronica, but trouble for a lot of characters. He's taking Weatherby's place, and his goal is to reform Riverdale. And he and Veronica have a confrontation in episode 2, which I think might turn into something. Might be a storyline that's going to develop to maybe a thing between them. But the other aspect is, I think the mystery that we see at the end of season 3 involves every one of the core 4, right? So I think what we're going to be seeing is a lot of flash forwards that are kind of going to hint at or elaborate on whatever it was that happened. So we'll get a little bit more information here and there with the flash forwards. And Veronica, and as the entire core 4, they're all very intertwined in this mystery. So I actually don't know what it is, and I don't know what the mystery is, so I don't know, but I know that will definitely have a lot to do with her storyline.
KJ mentioned how Archie and Veronica are pretty strong.
Yes, they are. They're very strong.
But what's up with Reggie? Will there be repercussions for that?
Yeah, for sure. And we get a little bit of that in episode 2. There's a confrontation between the 2 of them because obviously Veronica quickly just went back to Archie, and Reggie was left with her feelings, and that's definitely addressed in episode 2. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Another quick picture for him?
Yes.